Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks so much for being here, for being subscribed if you are. If you're not, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And while you're at it, hit that like button if you're on YouTube. It's like walking into the room and hitting that light switch. We just want to go ahead and brighten up the place. So let's get into this podversation/reality chat. And I wanted to talk about Kandi and Real Housewives of Atlanta and just seeing this latest episode and just the drama that's been going on with her and Marlo for this current season and even the last one. I'm just at this point, even hearing about the ratings dip and how the ratings have not really been the greatest on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I know Kandi's got a lot going on. She has been consistently on the show since season 2. So I'm going to call her an OG. As much as Sheree wants to call herself an OG, she's been back and forth so much. It's like Kandi and Kenya have been on the show longer than her at this point, consistently. But with this last episode and how Marlo has been really trying to get at Kandi to talk about how, I guess, she wants to say that Kandi doesn't really care because Marlo's nephew lost his life and he used to work at the old lady gang restaurant, and Kandi didn't really express her condolences, is what she is alleging, and things like that. So I'm going to play this clip from this most recent episode where Kandi and Marlo got into it.
I'm gonna tell you right. Whoa, wait a minute, hold on. You look at me. I am. What you gonna do is have a problem with it. You should have said something. I did, and that's why I said you should have. Character's over. Your character's over. No, come on, Kandi. You didn't care about flowers when you text me a couple of days later. Come on. No.
We're at a restaurant. We're at a place. Everybody's making a scene. We're just trying to separate you guys.
I know. Are you okay? Are you okay?
She's so aggressive. She's being aggressive. She needs to go. She just needs to go. Take her outside.
I don't understand why Marlo is getting this rap like she was the only one aggressive.
I'm telling you right now. Let me tell you something. If she pop off, do not grab me. Do not grab me. I'm telling you, don't. She's a fake ass.
No, your character's over. Don't cry now.
The only reason why I'm crying right now is because I can't choke your ass, bitch.
This ain't going nowhere. Don't cry, baby. You can't confront Kandi. Her character's awful. And she runs away. So her character's awful. You cannot confront her.
Oh my God. This bitch gonna make me act stupid.
When Drew said that, she was like, I was like, shut the hell up, my nephew was shot or whatever. So I didn't even know it was bothering me. Because guess what? I'm like, Kandi, I'm like,
never talked about it.
I never talked about it. No, but listen, she don't give a She doesn't
Before we
care.
talk about some situations that happen in my restaurant, let's talk about you and your the way you sliced that woman's face. Let's talk about that.
People always want to define Marlo by her mugshots, but she's really kind-hearted. She's a really sweet person.
I'm tired of her coming to y'all and trying to rally y'all against me.
It's not happening. You're talking about 2020? All the time.
2020.
Y'all have been around each other. For us to not even ever know this happened,
That's why I'm
it
saying
doesn't.
she's making up.
It's so crazy to me.
She makes up. Let me just say this. On August 13th, she says, Candy Yams, did you have... Now, this is how she gets Candy Yams.
That's nice. Yeah.
Did you have a guy named Quentin McNeil working for you at Old Lady Gang? I said, I can't remember. I will check. She said, please do. I said, yes, but he doesn't work there anymore. And then she says, wow, that was my nephew. He got killed last night. So her nephew had just got killed, and she's Candy Yams in me. 5 days later, she's texting me about signing up through Cameo through her. She said, easy lunch money for you if you've not already signed up. Like,
She doesn't sound too upset to me.
Right. She don't
She's
sound
trying to
too
make
upset.
$1 off of Kandi. I don't care when he didn't work or you didn't. Like, why does that conversation have to go there? You know why? Why? It's Kandi Burruss. You always have to put her in the best light. She never wants to be revealed about anything that's negative.
She ain't got no character. Her character went out the window when she slashed all those people's faces.
That's so deep.
All Marlo has to do is shift her body weight, and it's a fight. She was about to fight Kandi. If Marlo's not going to keep her hands to herself...
She's so aggressive. She's being aggressive. She needs to go.
It's aggressive.
Did you feel threatened by Marlo during this fight?
Did I feel what?
Threatened.
No, I didn't feel threatened by Marlo.
All right, so I'm going to stop it there. What I'm saying, because if you watch the episode, I feel like the producer, in some way, the producers, they're trying to get to Kandi, because I could feel Kandi's energy, and she was legitimately upset, right? Because she knew, or she felt like she knew the space that Marlo was coming from with her when she was bringing up the things about her nephew losing his life, who used to work at the restaurant. And Kandi is very protective of her image and her businesses and her brand. She's constantly stated that, and we see that about her, and there's nothing wrong with that. But the producers were showing Marlo with her hands on her hips, not pointing them at Kandi. Kandi was pointing her fingers, but she was legitimately upset. So I feel that the producers are trying to show Kandi in a different light, because they played a clip from a couple of years ago where Kandi made mention of Marlo to say, well, you know, a lot of people talk about Marlo's arrest records and mugshots, but she's really a sweet person. Why would they put that in this moment of what Kandi was expressing about Marlo with what she feels Marlo was trying to connect her to in her business? I will say more so to her nephew's untragic, untimely passing, and the fact that he used to work at her restaurant, and acting like Kandi doesn't care about people, because she's been constantly saying that too on this season. I just feel that at this point in time, Kandi just needs to exit stage left and do like a Bethenny. Bethenny left the Real Housewives of New York years ago. She came back for maybe 1 or 2 seasons, I believe. But she's been killing it with her business and her brands, that she doesn't need to be on the show anymore. But she's doing a podcast where she's talking about the housewives. And Kandi's already doing that right now with doing the Speak On It, where she will do reviews and recaps of the episodes. I just feel that maybe it's time for Kandi to just get off of this show, because her focus is just different at this point in time. She's been on there for a very long time, and all good things, I don't like to say all good things comes to an end. We want good things to continue to happen, but I just feel that it should go from one good thing to another greater thing. I just feel that at this point in time, she just needs to get off of this show, because the fact that from the first episode of this new season, they had this so-called friend of Sheree coming at Kandi sideways about some stupid stuff that I don't even really want to talk about, because I just felt like it was just really ridiculous. And I feel like they're trying to bring this girl on the show, because how many episodes has she been on so far now on this season? I don't like her. I don't care for her at all. And Kandi isn't feeling it and seeing it, you know, for her, because she was trying to make it seem like Kandi was trying to check for her and see who she was and asking people about her. Like she was trying to like go around town asking people about Courtney and who she is or whatever, when I just don't really even feel that she cares about her. But this girl obviously wants to be on the show because it will benefit her. Kandi has gotten all of the benefits from being on the show. I just don't feel that she needs it anymore. And I feel that she should exit before they X her, because I've been hearing the rumors about the low show ratings this season, and they're saying, well, Kandi's the highest paid. They probably need to chop her off because she isn't bringing anything to the show. And I spoke about this before, and I'll say it again. I get it. We're used to at this point in time, because of how long these reality shows have been on television, the drama, because there have been some dramatic moments that have just happened. But if you think back on it in the very beginning, a lot of these things we just were watching out of curiosity, because we didn't know any of these people. So we weren't watching it to see what's going to happen, what dramatic thing is going to happen. Like using The Real World, for example, which dates me, but many, many years ago when The Real World first came out, it was seeing what happens when people stop being polite and start getting real. People who are not friends, they're strangers coming together to live in a house. It's just to watch the reactions of what may happen or may not. It may be boring. A lot of the episodes were boring, but sometimes something might happen and might pop off what we were just watching out of, sheer curiosity. And then over the years, I stopped watching the crap because it was just like predictable. Somebody's going to start sleeping with somebody and they're always going to be screwing each other, whatever. These people who just are, meeting each other and knowing, oh, I want to hook up with this person or that person. And it's like, I'm not here for that. You start watching it, you get accustomed to what you get accustomed to. You either are there for what they continue to bring, or you just don't get involved anymore and you don't care anymore. So that's why I've been just kind of off and on when it comes to the Real Housewives of Atlanta over the past several seasons, because it was just more of the same. Cash trip, meeting for dinners and lunches, discussing, some certain subject, and people are going to get into it because this person doesn't really care for that person and whatever. And it's just not realistic. But anyway, I feel that Kandi should just do like Bethenny does and get off of the show, because when I watched this last episode, I didn't detect anything fake about what Kandi was expressing. I felt her energy. I felt that it was real. And I really felt like she was like, look, if Marlo comes at me, don't hold me back. Just let me be so I can let loose on her, because I really feel that she was ready to throw hands, but she didn't want to be the first to throw the punches. So I just feel that if it gets to that point and it's that toxic, you just need to go, because this isn't like the slumber party thing that happened, the pajama party, whatever they called it, several years ago, several seasons ago, when Nene was having that slumber party thing and things started popping off, and Kandi, got upset. I think it was with Cynthia's sister, and she was like, about to go off, and Cynthia's sister was like, I'll beat Kandi's ass. Okay. And hey, I didn't doubt it, because her sister, Mal, she definitely has some size on Kandi, but that doesn't mean anything, because, they say the bigger they are, the harder they fall. But anyway, I'm just saying, I do believe that Kandi's run on the show has run its course. And I just believe that it's time for her to just get off of this show, because if it becomes this toxic, where you've got your mom still tearing down your husband, you've been married to him for 9 years at this point, it's just time to get off of the show and make your focus different. I'm not saying she can't speak about the show anymore. Still do your speak on it. Do what Bethenny's doing. Do what Carlos King is doing. They're not affiliated with the shows anymore, but they're talking about it. You don't have to be on the show anymore. I know that it's going to be a decline in the paycheck if you're no longer on the show, but if you really are trying to go in a different direction, where she's trying to win a Tony and win an Emmy, and and she said she wants to be an EGOT, maybe sometimes you have to release something before something else can come into your life. And maybe the Real Housewives franchise is something that's holding her back from that. I don't know, but it's a possibility. So I just wanted to talk about that, guys. You let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Again, I'm not here rooting for her to get fired. I just want her to, write her own ticket and be done with it, just like Bethenny did. So thank you so much for being here, liking and subscribing. I'm Beth. I'm just being beautifully honest. So until the next time, I just wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.